Hello and welcome into another edition of the Arizona State Sun Devils Insider Podcast. My name is Kevin Hicks, and I'm your lead beat writer for the Arizona State Sun Devils on SI, and your lead beat writer, and your host of this show. And it's a very sad day in the Arizona State athletics landscape as former Arizona State player, a local high school prodigy, and the current strength and conditioning coach for the program. And Stephen Miller passed away on Wednesday night at the age of 29. And this is one that really uh, has hit hard, hit home with a lot of people. Even me, even though I didn't personally interact with him over my last year of covering Sun Devil football. Um, I have grown up around the Arizona State football program. I knew exactly who Stephen Miller was when he committed to Arizona State out of Gilbert High School. We're from the same hometown. He played 5 years at ASU from 2015 to 2019, and I believe started around 30 to 40 games in that range. Uh, Exemplary human being. Everybody that's come out with something is not minced words whatsoever in absolutely praising him, uh, truly appearing um, crushed from the news and giving some very touching tributes. We've seen Derek Eusebio, we've seen um, some former players. We saw Kyle Soley, we've seen coaches like Sagatua Tele. We've seen players, coaches, and members of the athletic program from different eras really showing an outpouring of support, as well as the Sun Devil faithful. And like I said, you heard nothing but good things about uh, Stephen Miller, very strong model citizen. He always brought positive energy to the room. He really did a great job of not only mentoring the offensive linemen because that's where he played in college. He did a great job of setting an example for those that at other positions as well. And this is a very difficult thing for me to talk about. I think Chris Cartman put it the best this morning when he said that we are taught to really separate the emotional side of things from our reporting and our jobs. But today it's just very, very hard to, especially knowing what he had been going through and that he seemed to be doing great at practice on Tuesday morning. Um, this is just a devastating, devastating, devastating development. I can't overstate that enough. And at the end of the day, um, I think that Miller will be remembered in his bright personality and the way he represented Sun Devil football and the way that he actively sought out a return to Sun Devil football because he originally uh, went to coach at Florida a few years ago and then he came back to Arizona State to help out with the offensive lineman and then he transitioned into a strength and conditioning coach. Um, he was ready to do whatever it took to get the team ready. He was always a team first guy from his very first day at ASU in 2015. Um, he really exemplified, he was the perfect example of what Kenny Dillingham says when he says, have more fun working harder than anyone in the country. Um, just a just a great, great, great person all around, a great representative of Arizona State football. And obviously, this is something that's so raw and hits so close to home that it was just, it would have made no sense to have practice today. So I will keep you all updated on when the next practice will be. I'm kind of the opinion that it will be pushed back. The last couple of practices will be pushed back until after the NFL draft next week. I'm sure players will be staying in the weight room and staying prepared to finish off spring practice. But I'm barely in the mindset to do my job today, so I can only imagine what it's like for the players that interacted with him on a daily basis, that took guidance and counsel from him, from for Coach Kenny Dillingham. Uh, he didn't coach at Arizona State when Stephen Miller was around, but I'm sure he was involved in recruiting him um, back all those years ago. Man, this is just a tough one to process. And I feel like the best thing that Arizona State fans and media can do by uh, in honoring his legacy is talking about what they can do to really bring to life what he represented in this program. And I think that, like I said, it's putting the team first, putting yourself second, uh, always having something positive to say, being willing to do the extra work necessary to win, to play winning football. I know that his time at ASU wasn't the best time for Arizona State's program from a success standpoint, but he certainly was one of the people that served as the glue to hold everything together, even during turbulent times. And I am so grateful that I got to be around Steven, even though I never really interacted with him personally outside of pleasantries. Um, I wish that I did, and that's something that's really, I mean, it's deflating. It really is. And I want to close off today's show by, I don't know if anybody that's close to him in any way will watch this, but I just want to say my prayers and condolences are out to you. Um, I That's just all I can really say to cap today's episode off. And um, thank you, Stephen Miller, for your service to Arizona State football, for the way you represented the Phoenix area and ASU. And rest easy, 71. You will be remembered for all the right reasons. And um, I'm sure that the team is going to be very motivated to do you proud this season. And that's really all I have to cap off today's show. I'll be back tomorrow with another episode, but until then, thank you so much for tuning in, and I hope this tribute video was worthwhile. See you tomorrow.